marriages these days don't last. You've talked about God. Aside from the God factor, what else have you and your wife done differently from what is presently being obtained with this generation that has helped you to sustain that?
So I think this generation has a lot of issues to struggle with, which my generation didn't have issues with. For example, relationships have gone so scarce because everybody's on a device. So you can have 5 people sitting down together who are friends, but everybody's talking to somebody he doesn't know, and nobody's talking to anybody else. So relationships are becoming very light, they're becoming less weighty, and they are not strong because the bond that keeps relationship is communication. And so when communication becomes weak, relationships become weak. But back in the days, we didn't have devices. So you've got to talk, you have to engage. So relationships were built on friendship. For me, that's the best marriages, when people were friends and finally got married. Because anybody can pretend if he wants to get married to you. But your friends will pretend because they have no agenda. They're just your friends. So you get to know them properly. You get to know who they are, who they are not. So by the time you eventually evolve from friendship into marriage, there are no hidden agendas. You just know who you're marrying. But today, because of the weakness of communication or lack of it, people can pretend. People can even be something else for years and you don't even know. But by the time you get into a home and you begin to live together, then everything plays up and then you find out, no, I can't cope with this, I can't cope with that. And the next thing is you hear, due to irreconcilable differences, we can't continue anymore. So I think that's the major challenge. Communication, friendships are becoming very weak in society. And I think we need to do a lot to push for people to go beyond just devices and really be real and build lasting friendships. Well, again, it depends how effective. Adam and Eve were communicating, and yet Satan was able to deceive Eve in his very presence. So it depends on how effective. Sometimes my wife will say, I want to spend time with you, and I'm like, I've been at home all week. She said, that, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I've been at home with you all week. She goes like, you know what I mean. And I know what she means. What she means is I need quality time, not just being around. We need to engage. You need to engage me. Let's talk. Let me know your heart. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know your plans. Let me know how you feel. Let me know, what's going on within you. So, and then I say, okay, so can we do it later today? She says, okay. So we sit down and then I go over it. I begin to tell her what I'm thinking, what I'm not happy about, what I'm happy about, what I like, what I don't like, what I'm observing that I don't feel comfortable with. And she brings her own too. And then we look for a way to come around and then balance things, and then we're happy. And then maybe drink a cup of tea or something. They call me the tea master. I make tea for everybody. If you bring tea, I can make for all of you guys. I like making tea. So, and that's how we spend quality time together.